trying to documenting how you can build an I'm going to say an effective process model for my Krav Maga business, and in fact, I think any business. So we'll have. I've installed VS Code, and here we go. So I've installed VS Code. I've already made a set of a ton of documentation already in Claude. The problem that I'm trying to solve is this. Having a full understanding of my business is critical. That is, from the moment I reach out to people, either with paid content, organic paid content, understanding what the avatar is, who are the persons that I'm targeting, and building content for that, putting ads up there until it drives all the way into. By the way, if you don't know this, my name is Gonçalo. I'm the head instructor of Krav Maga Self-Defense for All. I have extensive training on systems thinking and systems engineering, and I also in my path to become an astronaut. So there's a lot of things happening in my world. The most important thing in here is also to show where I'm going, understanding if there are other processes, procedures that you guys have out there, and probably if this can even help you moving ahead. So what you're seeing on screen is what I pulled up from a combination of Claude, defining what are my regular business processes, but the understanding that I would say in this case, in terms of a value chain, customers move from left to right. Okay, that is, move from people don't know you until they know you, they buy something from you, you have a product, you deliver, and then you increase delivery, increase sales, you increase the products and the value to them, and your company runs because of that. Okay, and it provides value. So, and I've created something that you learn about. It's a Cypok template, and now at a certain moment I installed. You can see Claude code, okay, and it's asking me to put the process map up there. So I'm giving you the instruction to pull up the process map. It's going to go, okay, zoom out, overview. I think this is going to be really cool the moment we have it done. Okay, so zoom, drill in, click on major processes, sub-process status, badge, gaps, KPI targets, etc. Sub-processes. This is going to be super interesting. Breadcrumb trying to navigate back. All KPIs are to be done. Yeah, and then I need to start integrating these with data. So I think, okay, so one thing that this needs somewhere a link to my many tasks to do, because as a founder, I got a lot of stuff going on that needs to be done. To do, and how do they impact the process? Yeah, later on we need the Musk algorithm for any new decision. What I'm saying is that we need an Elon Musk algorithm, and I'll explain what the algorithm is, but we need an Elon Musk algorithm up there before we do any kind of decision making. That will also help the moment I start feeding real life data. Right now I feed, it's more of a representation than other things, but I think overall having an end-to-end data model should work. Having an end-to-end process model should work. Let's see what it does with this. Okay, so somewhere in here, I'm curious enough. Where, guys, believe me. Okay, so this extension is not there already. Yeah, this is the work plan that I did to fix a lot of the things that were in there. but this came out at a different stage. Some things I'm just concerned that if I press the button, stuff is going to disappear. I do have an weekly operational dashboard. This is my business constraint. Okay, lead show up. Can responded review weekly owner update, bi-weekly bottleneck check, and I can upload new tasks in here. It's pretty cool to be fair. Okay, so weekly themes, tablet consultation show-ups, listed as GL, it's not there yet. And I've got the show up optimization scorecard for new leads, booked, showed. It's pretty cool, right? The target is this. And then I need to connect these. But you see the idea, right? People, new leads come in, the leads get booked. From book, they show, from show, they get enrolled. And oh, that's going to be cool to calculate the cost per showed consultation. Yeah. Then I've got some control items in here. Was a confirmation SMS sent within the 5 minutes. Reminder, 1 cent. So these are all things that need to be added, not things. But this session right now, I take one result, so it's not live. Okay. Then the cool thing is that this does have like what we need to do. So I mean, this is super important because of that. And then it's got pillars. This is pretty cool, right? It gives a full overview of what the business should be doing, what is right now a representation. Okay, and then it talks about retention bridge. So and the ownership, accountability, and week close. So this is something that needs to be currently is done by hand. So the point is to operationalize all of these. These things in here come from the process map, HTML, but I cannot see the HTML. So that's something that I'm trying to understand. Let's go back to where we were. Let's go back. Okay. Project. Yes. My objective with this is to make sure that my business works better, okay, and I can provide more value. I do Krav Maga, self defense for adults, but I think one of the key things over here, okay, well, okay, I don't have it yet on the web, right? Because the sessions are all being run locally. Okay, this is where I am. Okay, so I wanted to show you these. I think it's pretty cool that it's up there. It really looks good. My main thing in there is why should I'm gonna keep this file and operating dashboard for sure. Yeah, of course it needs to edit this because it does need to connect. What you guys have in there is what I have in there was what I built was these are all edit the process map. It should be editing everywhere so that we have a connection to the tasks to be done. Do I have? So this is the operational dashboard, review and organize. For some reason I send it over here. Okay, why do I need to duplicate? I don't. Is it the same? Yeah. Okay, so this is still going through. Just let's see what he wants. Keeps updating. Okay, now already is adding already the Musk model. Huh. Interesting. So it kind of it didn't talk about what's the Musk model, right? That's pretty interesting. Okay, so what this is extensions. So I'm also the cool thing is that I'm also learning about everything that is up there. So this is my business process architecture documentation. It's kind of the sources where all of this started. And okay, I think it's almost done. I'm really curious to see where. Okay, there's a, and my major concern is that if this does an HTML file, and because things will change tremendously, how do we track record of what it was before? But let's see, there's a lot. Well, if you want to know more about this, so this started all with, I've got a giant Maxter text, excuse me. This is where it started. So I got the SD4O, that's my business context, and it has a set of things from the visual identity, keeps editing stuff. So think about these as sources, okay? SD4O master context, social media tone, personal growth plan, that's my thing, but it gives you an idea of everything that I am. So it needs context to build things. And then, well, I did not, I needed a ton of help. I asked Claude Code to give me help, VS Code to give me help on how to build this thing, and then to have a SciPoc, and then to add BPM structured methodology on SciPoc. And it did build up the structure architecture, okay? Leap capture, trial class, enrollment, and more. These are like, all of these are sub-processes, okay? Belt. It's pretty cool because I already had them built before. So I already had like a process catalog that I know it's required and needed. And then it does have in here what kind of template it's required. The Mac setup was definitely that. I asked Cloud Code to your Mac local cloud because I wanted to get started with things. For some reason, there's more readmes in here. I had a ton of issues. That's the thing. That's what it was. Okay. Let's keep editing. I would love to see a cool thing, and I know that Claude can do it. So keeps editing stuff. Probably needs to edit one per each one of the process models, so that will be like a lot of process models. Oh wow. Huh. Okay, let me ask him. How can I see this? It says open docs process map.html. This should look like really cool. Oh, here we go. Oh. Wow. Okay. That's a lot of stuff, right? Value chain, lead gen, conversion delivery, 6 months bridge, community. Primary constraint, lead flow and show up right. That's exactly what's happening. And okay, so we can show all. This is what I'm looking for. I'm probably going to ask him to increase External life cycle growth and marketing class delivery business operations. Okay, said that I can dive. Oh, I can dive. Lead warm up, consultation close, post phase upsell, 42 days onboarding. That's correct. Retention engagement, belt progression. Huh, that's in student life cycle curious. Well, nevertheless, what more? Oh, man, you can even dive into the data. So yes, let's see. Okay, how to go back. It's in here. This is pretty nice. Goal number 1, fix lead flow show up, weekly goal 2, goal 3, 6 weeks month retention, you start delivering site. Yeah, absolutely true. Absolutely true. That's exactly what the business needs. Now, one thing that I think it should be having in here. Oh, okay, critical impact. Validate KPI plus advanced matching consultations. I don't know what this is. I need to go and check it out. But it has which processes affect, which ones are done. This is not really done yet, but tech and data. Yeah, I like the way that it pulls up the visualization. Whew, it does look good. So what the only change in here, mask filter. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is the decision filter. Yeah, it's beyond what I was recording. So what I'm going to ask in here is to increase the size of the overall macro layer 1. Click to drilling, right? Let's see what is. Okay, avatar research. Yeah, these I started doing really well. Okay, suppliers, current students, prospects, graduates, interview guide, monthly pre-interview prep. It does not have the templates. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Customers, and then it has the process that connect to. Okay. So over time, all of these things will be linked. You go back by pressing in here, overview, go here, ST for all process map. Tremendous work. I just love it, right? Look at the gaps. All. Oh, wow. And another big gap is that I'm in all of them, right? I'm in all of them. So, okay. Yeah. So, big, gigantic thing to, not terminal. Let's go back to VS Code. Okay, if you want it to auto refresh and end it. Okay. Can you make the level 1 macro processes? So I think there are two things to have. There's obviously one lack, that is, what's the current status of the business, correct? That is something that is missing here. So can more visible, right now it requires a bit of eyesight, a bit of eye. So increase the size of boxes. Then it does need a KPI, sheet, KPI thing like per with simple metrics, right? Simple metrics. So what are these? Styles. So starting from the left, right? Ad spend, ROAS, sales, then sales per type of product. So we have different memberships and work for different per type of, I'm gonna call it product. Okay. Then to be fair, it just needs to use then retention across the several retention. Well, okay. Forgot one thing. Even before ad spend process, it does need leads, consultations, which talked to it's more consultations booked, to be fair, because that's the first thing. Look, then I think this one is before. I'm gonna try to give leads, ad spend leads, talked, leads talked to, consultations booked, effective consultations show, super important. How do you call it when a lead becomes a customer? Well, here we can select conversion. Number of conversion for first program. Sales value, that's kind of overall sales value. Then sales per type product. Then retention across. Same with retention. Okay, 6 weeks challenge. It's a product that we offer. People start with 6 weeks, then 6 months, then 1 year. I believe those are the biggest buckets. Use the operational dashboard. Because I do have, there's just as the weekly operational dashboard with the operational board as a reference. Because if not, the as a reference and connect to the specific processes. This is a very hard task, okay, in terms of associating everything and connecting, but that's what it's required, because if not, the business particular, yeah, he found it. That's tremendous, right? This is just tremendous, because it's going to find some disconnects. Okay? Because even when you map processes between mapping and operational dashboards, it's just things are just different, right? So this is the work plan that I had before. Oh, this is different. Okay. If I do this, do you want to save the changes? You might save, of course. Well, let's see what's coming out there. Okay, so this is a daily work list, something I'm trying to do for myself. Get this, this is the operational dashboard. People like to have these, but we need to have the processes behind it. So new leads, where are they coming from? So that's what's, yes, of course, it needs to edit the process. This is going to take us on another loop. And I think I only have 5 more minutes to do this. Let's go and get KPI funnel. That's so cool. That's so cool. This is what every company in the world, I believe, needs to have. Got it. I believe that's why I'm trying to change. I'm going to change my company to something like this. That we understand, and then I can have, you've seen that in the architecture, like when is the time that you'll have my Yeah, this is a bit, okay. I don't know what commit means, but okay, it's editing the process map. Now add the KPI date and render function with GS. I hope this gets to, okay, now call the render. I think it's trying to put everything together. Okay. Okay, after architecting all of these, after architecting this stuff, the point is then we do tasks that improve each one of the metrics in each one of the areas. And I do think that it's oh my goodness. I'll show you what's out there. I'll show what's done. That's just really cool. Okay, then I need to somehow, but not today. I need to prepare something that makes the feed in here. Okay, that is add a task for tomorrow to build a data feed from JHL to here and another one for push press. This will be students live data. This is and this is not apps, this is consultations, booking, etc. And Stripe sales. Because that is the way to there are a lot of things to change, but this is way more than I don't know what's putting this. Oh, it's already working on. Oh, interesting, right? Oh, it edited the process. So then okay, then we need to go and see what's. Yeah, then it needs to. Interesting, right? Each API can populate the KPI. Exactly. That's why vibe coding. That's why these things are gonna change the world. I can build my own thing. I'm not sure what it is. Where the heck is? Okay. Go to Riverside FM. This is just too good. And this would cost. I'm gonna say I saw this as a consultant many times. Student life cycle, lead trial. There's a lot of red in there, right? And then it has ad spend per week, link tasks. My goodness. Yep. Wow, it found these. No, no, isn't that tremendous? Wow, wow, man. No, yeah, true, true. All of this is true. All of this is true. Very strong in here. Should have done this way longer ago. So here we go. So we got tasks repository. I have operational business funnel key metrics, and that's it. That's it for today. I think next tomorrow, and it has like it just looks. It's a business, and right now it lives in my laptop. That's a good thing. I can later on put this on the web, but that's for tomorrow. So how do I put this out there, and how? And I think it's missing audit stack and data, so we probably need to talk about this R&D. Yeah, man, I feel such a relief that this is going in this direction. Yeah. Here we go. Student life cycle, growth and marketing class delivery. Later on, we'll see reach, constraints, sales, fulfillment, retention. We'll get this more aligned, even layer one. Click to drill in. Always want to do this. Growth and marketing class delivery, business operations, facility supplies, compliances, resolution, finance and admin, people and culture. There's a lot of cool things that we need to work on here. But yes, so this is the end of the episode today. If you want to know more about all the hundreds of inputs that I place in there, say something. If not, I don't want to water too much at the data because there's a lot to be done yet. So, yep, that's it for today. That's it for today. I'm gonna go back in here into Riverside FM if I can find it. This is kind of my second starting to work with the Mac, so I'm very, very excited with this. Very excited with the way that this is going. So thank you for being there. Okay.